Hello and greetings. Good morning. If you're from Africa and wherever you're reaching out to me around the world, greetings. You're onto Augustine, one of the economic developers within our Kringle Private Society. Welcome to the month of February. And to those of us who are on the core team, welcome to a month of abundance. And for every other member in the community, welcome to a month of victory. And there's a whole lot that are now going to be unfolding in this month of February. And quickly, I'm going to discuss about it. And the subject of my broadcast is things to be clear of from this month of February going forward. Um, Broadcasting and every other blessings that we used to enjoy in the Kringle community has now been withdrawn. We are now moving into another level, which we're also going to look into very briefly, you know. So do stay with me. I'll be as brief as I can. Let's see how it goes. All right, so let me share my screen. Okay, I think screen is now being shared. Now, the first thing I would want to talk about is this. Pay attention to this, okay? Because this will be the last time you'll be seeing something like this. Our numbers dropped, our core team members dropped from last month into this month. That from December into January, it dropped from this numbers 5,867 to 4,561. But I believe in the month of February, it's going to jump start. It's up to us to make it happen. So these are the promotions that we've enjoyed all this while. And going forward, these promotions has been brought to an end. So let's keep moving. So you are not going to enjoy any other thing except you are in the core team. And let's keep going down. So the idea of 2 grains, 4 grains, 8 grains are still running. If you choose to pay on 2 grains, you get no Kringles. If you choose to pay 4 grains, you get no Kringles. The only Kringles, sorry, TBC, you are permitted, well, TBC, because we are still in the billionaire level, that you are allowed to get is when you are in the core team. Of course, being in the core team means you are in the billionaire category. So this is the only available opportunity you can benefit from now. Even the free gifts is cut out. We had a meeting, mass adoption meeting. I believe you all heard about it. Those who came for the meeting yesterday. So no more free gifts, no more transaction, broadcasting. Even in this broadcast, of course, it's actually an information I'm giving. Meetings, no more meetings. Now, this is going to show those who are really the worthy members of the community, because when we have meetings on Mondays and Wednesdays, respectively, the people who will come in for these meetings will not get any keyword, but it is now that you know who are the people who value information that they receive when they come for meetings. Let's see how it all goes. When you do referrals, you don't get anything. Everything is all changing now into core team only. So moving down, you will find out that the rapid reward has also been removed. This rapid rewards bring into, you get 20 TBC, help your two to bring into, they are all out. So let there be a whole lot of seriousness. Let's see who are the people willing to make a difference in the community. What matters is what the administration has said in the meeting. He has said it not once, not twice. He has said, and he's reiterating, that if we do not build the core team, it's going to be difficult for us to make progress. And even if you can't do anything in this TBC community, pay your subscription fee. Even if you can't do any other thing, even if you find out that you don't have any other opportunity to do anything, keep the system running. Appreciate the system, because literally this system is going to usher in abundance into the world. So appreciate the system and then do the needful. If you do the needful, pay your dues, at least you will be on the core team. You'll be reverenced. You'll be adored because you are one of those that are keeping the system running. Well, it's in your hands. Choose. I hope you choose well. So the next thing that we're going to look into is what the administration has put out. If you find out before now, when you go to your Kringle reward section, you will see some other options there. You will see broadcaster reward, and then you will see another thing. I can't remember. Let's see if we can get it from here. Yeah, you'll see broadcaster reward, you'll see 24, 48-hour rapid rewards, but all those ones are out. So moving now into this place, you just see your Kringle rewards, which I have opened into. Now, there are a whole lot of informations that were there before. Now it's been removed. What you are just seeing is the distribution fees and the Kringle reward. We're going to quickly read about the two of them, and then we'll go into the last part of it, which I've said before, but let me just say it for emphasis sake. This is the distribution phase, and we are still in the distribution phase. As at now, let me show you where we are in the ladder of the Kringle Society. Where we are now is, this is it. So over the past 5 years, we've been working on 1, 2, 3, 4, and we are around 5. This is currently where we are, filling out this level. And the administration is saying that these 5 levels should be the core team. And these 5 levels are going to enjoy 100 times more than the 6th level down to the last and the rest of humanity. These first 6 levels, I can refer to them as the elites, not the bad elites, but the good ones. So if you can do what you can, it's just 1 year. If you can pay yearly subscription, which is the best, make a yearly subscription of about $300, and then it guarantees you a spot on the core team, so that by January 12th, I think it's January 12th, we are going to review it for emphasis sake. You are going to be given an equal share of K-Love. You see, the whole thing is making me so excited when you remember K-Love and the liquidity of K-Love. In fact, I can't comprehend what we are going to look like by the end of this year, because we've not even talked about the merchant program. We have not talked about that yet. And there are a whole lot of other things that the administration has kept up his sleeves, which we are going to talk about in the course of time. So do your part to be on these first 5 layers, because these are the layers that would enjoy most of what will happen in the Kringle Society. Yes, we understand that the K-Love are going to be distributed to almost everybody that is in the TBC community, but the majority of those who enjoy it are those who have more TBC coins. So if you don't have TBC coins, the sacrifice is now. I would not advise that you go ahead and start buying K-Love. At this point, pay your subscription fee, and if you get TBC, you are getting an equal amount of K-Love. If you go ahead and then buy K-Love, you are being penny-wise, pound-foolish, which I don't recommend. So be wise, do the right thing, understand how the system works, play along with the system. So it's your choice. I hope you make the right choice, So that's it. Now, finalizing, we're moving over to this, reading this, and then quickly go into the blog to see whether there is anything new. Distribution phase. We are currently in the distribution phase of rolling out a full-blown mature TBC Kringle global economy. As at this point, Kringles are the end game. Kringle economy, Kringle global economy. But the transition process, there is a bridge, which is K-Love. Picture a time when 6,000 people are paying their monthly or yearly subscription fee with K-Love. Picture a time where 10,000 people, 11,000 people, 20,000 people, 25,000 people, 50,000 people, 100,000 people, 1 million people are all paying with K-Love. What do you think would be the value of the coin? I hope you see what we are doing. Well, it's up to you. The level of liquidity of Kringle coins depends. This is very critical. That's why we have to go about the merchant program very soon. The level of liquidity of Kringle coins depends on how widespread merchants around the world accept Kringles as a medium of exchange for their goods and services. As we believe, Kringles will become very liquid once we reach our objective of 1 billion members. How the administration intends going about it is what we are going to see shortly. But do your part to get as many TBCs as possible, because the real end game, is not K-Love, it's TBC. If you have enough TBC, then you've made a fortune for the rest of your life. I tell you the truth, you are going to have more influence and strength financially compared to the likes of Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos. Think about the billionaires of the now. The TBC community will dwarf. You know what it means to dwarf? It will dwarf those billionaires. And I mean what I'm saying. Well, I hope you choose wisely. When we launched TBC, the admin wallet had 1 billion TBC coins in it. And Crinkle Rewards was set up as a mechanism to move all of those TBC coins out of the admin wallet into the wallets of about 1 billion members. Now, the movement of these coins are not done as a transaction. Members do not purchase. For emphasis sake, members do not purchase these coins from admin. These coins are rewards for completing beneficial tasks, which help us to reach our objective of gathering 1 billion members. What are those tasks? Spreading the word about, telling people the whole truth. Do not falsify the truth. There are a whole lot of people that twist the truth and then make it look like, you cajole the people to come in, and in a few weeks or a few months, they withdraw. That's because you don't tell them the truth. There is what you call an intelligent way of telling the truth and then making it so juicy that everyone is willing, or the people you refer to or talk to are willing to take the chance. Very soon, the administration will set up a tutorial intimating everyone who wants to become in the TBC community the condition to remain in the community and enjoy the coins. Remember, there are some conditions that the administration has been silent about. Shortly, those things will begin to play out, which we're all going to witness together. One way of looking at this is to understand it would be. One way of looking at this, to understand it, would be to think of the admin wallet as a central bank. So we have one central bank across the world, which is the admin wallet, and the responsibility is to distribute coins into retail banks. And the wallets of the 1 billion members as local retail banks. And the central banks stock up all of the other banks with enough currencies to maintain an economy. So you referring to me in the billionaire level will soon become a bank. Now, what kind of bank do you choose to be? Do you choose to be a major bank or a microfinance bank? Because of course, there are several banks. There are microfinance banks, there are major banks. There are also small banks. It depends. How many coins do you have? Do you have 1, 5, 10? If you are within the ranges of 1 to 100, then you are a retail bank. If you're having from 100 to 1,000, you are a medium bank. You won't call yourself a big bank. There are banks that are going to have 5,000 coins, 50,000 coins, 100,000 coins. They are there. And I hope they wake up to this consciousness, because shortly we are moving into another level. By the time we've launched the merchant promo, then we move from there into the next level, which is food subsidy. Of course, Farm War is about to launch. It's supposed to launch today, all things being equal. And then members of the community should enjoy raising some residual while they play the game. They get some returns, use it to pay subscription fee, and slowly the economy will begin to grow. And then core team members will start forming from this exercise that we're about to launch into. Are you still sleeping? I want you to now move over to the second to the last, Kringle Rewards. Rewards work just like a point system. They are not a form of currency. Kringle Rewards can only be redeemed after February 1st, 2022 by being a core team member. Let me read it out again. Kringle Rewards can only be redeemed after February 1st, 2022 by being a core team members. Core team are billionaire program members. Core team are billionaire program members who pay their subscription fee or pay their Kringle Cash back office fees with cryptocurrency. Those are the core team members. And we are looking at getting 11,111. If you have issues about this, I think you always reach out to me. I can guide you, I can help you. You see, TBC is about mentoring, it's about guiding, it's about teaching. It's about helping people to understand what we are doing, because the problem with most uplines is that they don't take time to educate their subjects or their downlines. They don't make them understand that it's not about quick gratification, it's about patience, diligence, discipline, and dedication, so that you can become a global influential individual for good, not for evil. Systems are also there to checkmate those who actually sneak in to become billionaire members but have evil intents. We are literally building heaven down upon this earth. That's what we are doing. And if you choose to come and join us, fine. But if you choose to stay by, then maybe along the line, when we have done what we are supposed to do, then you could be an employee of members within the Kringle Society. And I can tell you, without mixing words, that it will be more preferred to work for a TBC member, because you'll be paid 5 or 4 times the actual amount you receive from your conventional paper money system. Well, this is the information I'm passing across. Note, you must complete your profile and answer all the security questions. So for those of us who hasn't done that, the needful should be done. Be sure to include a real picture of yourself in your profile, because people like to do business with people they know, like, and trust. I hope you make a good choice. It's all good. So on that note, let's move into the education section and then see. This was talked about yesterday. The administration has said we can take time to look into it, and then we can expound this information to our loved ones and friends. I hope a good number of people can do well to review this particular broadcast, because it's actually speaking volumes. Massive returns on investment in January 2023 because of K-Love. The administration has talked about it already, but this is what you call a private-public partnership. And it was categorical January 12th. Now, let me be very clear, because I don't know if people are getting this, but let me actually be very clear so that people will get it. I'll read this and I'll talk quickly about it. I'll be very fast. January 12th, 2023 will be one of the best days ever in the lives of everyone on the core team within TBC. Now, they have the most to gain on this historic date to come. On that date, please pay attention to this. On that date, each of them will get an equal number of K-Love coins sent to them as a match on the number of TBC they have in their TBC wallet that day. Now, core team members will have at least, core team members will have at least 1,000 TBC in their wallet on 12th of January 2023. Even though it was not categorically stated, but now a tip of the iceberg. If you are on the core team, the minimum amount of coins that should be in your wallet should be at least 1,000. If you're having less than 1,000 TBC, well, I don't know. Possibly you are going to be given a farm to cultivate, a yield farming, as the administration talked about, even though I don't have a full understanding of it yet. But the condition is that you must have a minimum of 1,000. Now, the promo of December ended yesterday. It was extended by 1 month, which ended yesterday, January 31st. Those of us who didn't pay subscription fee missed out. Well, going forward, you have to pay your subscription fee regularly for the next 10 months minimum. If at any point you miss out or yearly subscription, then you qualify. But if you fail to do so, every month gives you 100 TBC. But if at any point you miss out, or if at any point you are not consistently doing the needful, of course, doing the needful is by educating people and telling them the whole truth, bringing them into this responsibility of helping to alleviate poverty or helping to raise humanity out of the morass of poverty and bringing them into a domain of abundance. It must be my and your responsibility. To sit idle and do nothing, well, I don't think we can achieve that objective. Now, finishing up, what if the price of K-Love was $1,000, $100, sorry, that day, and then you have 1,000 K-Love? What would that worth be? It would be about $100,000. What if you had 5,000 TBC? What if you had 10,000 TBC? Okay, what if you had 20,000 TBC? What if you have 50,000 TBC? And then you have liquid cash, which you can always go to Binance, swap it for Binance, swap it for USD Theta, or give it out and then exchange it for cash. Or the administration will set up a private exchange where we can swap our K-Love for an equal value of something, because there is a whole lot that is still cooking, which will be revealed shortly. I think I'm excited. I don't know about you. All right, so let's keep moving because we have almost finished. And I'll just read this, and that's it. Over 11,111 people were part of the core team in 2022, 2021, sorry, but most fell off of it. Only about 6,500 have done what it takes to stay on this core team. It would be a shame for them if a bunch of brand new members came in and took over the remainder of this sport. Of course, brand new members will come in. Why? Because there is going to be something that is going to link farm war to TBC shortly. I don't know what it is, but something is going to make people understand that you can actually go for higher grounds. Being in farm war is like being an employee of a system. But being in TBC and then enjoying the abundance means you are free to fly around the world and then live large. You don't need to, sit down, play a game and all that. That TBC that is giving you this opportunity is actually farm war. You play the game for a while, cultivate enough money, use to pay subscription fee. It's not going to be forever. At some point, when we move to higher things, which is food subsidy and what have you, merchant adoption and what have you, you'll find out that your influence with other people or your influence with people asking you to give them TBC, because by then TBC will have value. You will not even need to play the games because you already have returns. There's what you call peer-to-peer exchange. People would come to you if you have enough TBC, possibly ask for you $1,000 worth of TBC and all that. So you find out that you would have passed this stage, which is the transition of playing games into becoming a businessman. People would want to do business with you, get K-Love or get Farm War because they know that its value has what you call an appreciating value, or its worth has an appreciating value. Well, I hope I'm making sense. Now, but that is exactly what will happen if they don't hurry and reactivate in the early part of February 2022, which is beginning from today. Return on investment is too massive to ignore. $30 will give you 100 TBC for every month, but for this month, February, the core team is the only way to get TBC during this month of February, and God knows how long until we fill out this core team. We have about 11 months to go. I trust the TBC members to make sure that at least every month, even if we don't do much, we should be able to add 1,000 to the month. If we delay, before the end of this year, we should have gotten that 11,000 plus, so that by next year, the administration will give out those who are worthy this K-Love. Because this is something that TBC members have patiently waited for. Like myself, I've been in the community for 5 years plus. By March, 6 years. Now, the likes of Bederick are my elders in this system because they came in much more earlier than I did come in. I came in at the later part of 2016, while they came in at the early part of the 2016. I think I came in at the third quarter, while they came in around the first quarter of 2016. So I refer to them as my superiors or elders in the system. But the truth is that all of us treat and work with each other in love and respect. That's a system I want to dwell in. That's a system where love is abounding and we're recreating heaven on earth, changing the dynamics of how we see things into a better way, into the way where and how our Creator wants us to live. I think at this point I'll stop. I've said a whole lot. Those of you who have not taken time to read through this content, do well to do so. And I wish us very well. So till I come your way again some other time, I will stop here. I've spent 23 minutes already. And I wish the person viewing me would have said hi. I would have really appreciated that. So there is a whole lot that is going to happen in the course of this year. If you have not yet bought your farm wall, you have between now and let me quickly go into it before I leave. Now, this is the updated farm wall website. It's very beautiful, I must say. So if you have not yet taken time to buy farm wall, click on this and buy farm wall. The pre-sale ends in about 5 days from now. On the 7th, it launches on PancakeSwap. Once it launches on PancakeSwap, then the price of maybe, as at now, 0.1 Binance will give us 500 farm wall. But I can say it may be when it launches, 0.1 BNB could give us 100 farm wall or 250 farm wall. Who knows? And at some point, the worth of one farm wall will be equal to $1. And if during the pre-sale you had 1,000 farm wall, what does that mean? Then that means you have made it large. If you have 1,000 farm wall, or you have 2,000 farm wall, or you have 5,000 farm wall, or you have 10,000 farm wall, and the value of farm wall is now at $1 each, Man, that's actually a way of making money fast. So there are opportunities spread across. This TBC community is spreading opportunities, not obligations. I hope we take advantage of these opportunities. And I'm hoping that this particular farm launches today by God's special grace. So till I come your way again some other time, cheers and God bless you. This will be all for now. Bye. Thank you.